Well, hello, you guys, and welcome or welcome back to Lip Gloss and Ladders. It's your girl Reese here, and I am joined by my lovely co-host, Charm City, Gabby, KV, and Ash Benny. First, guys, how are you all feeling? Gabby, how you feeling today?
I'm sick. So if y'all see me randomly pop in some halls, drinking my tea, just go ahead and ignore me, man. But we here, the party
We gonna
going.
keep it pushing. KV, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's Sunday. It's almost 2025.
2024 has somewhere to be. That's like a sobering thought. Like,
It feels like Thanksgiving was literally yesterday.
yes, it
Literally,
really
yes.
does.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
It is what 3 days before Christmas. Anyway, Ash, how you feeling today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. A little tired, but excited to do the show today.
Yes, we're gonna rally. So we wanted to do a little something different for our year-end show. We know that everyone does year-end awards. We didn't want to do that. We figured it's been a while since you guys really had an introduction to us. We had our introductory post, and we had but I don't feel like you guys really know us. So this is kind of gonna serve as a get to know us kind of icebreaker show today. So we hope that you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Also, I do want to say before we get into it, thank you guys so much for the support on Lip Gloss and Ladders. Like our little platform has grown exponentially, and we have some of the best supporters and friends of the show that anybody could ever ask for. So we want to give a thank you before we get into the show. So thank you
Yes.
guys so much. Yay! So I'm gonna get into it. We're gonna ask each other some questions. Some might be directed towards the group, some will be individualized. Ask somebody some questions. So I want to first start it off with a question to everyone. I want to ask, what is your favorite thing about pro wrestling? It could be anything. Gabby, you go first.
You can ask me first, right? Um, my favorite thing about pro wrestling, I like the fact that it's consistent. What I mean by that is that you can depend on number one, your product, your wrestlers. You can depend on the conversations. You could depend on the friendship that wrestling has bought. Um, Wrestling has been very consistent in my life, whether the good, the bad, the ugly, the depression, the high points, the low points. I can remember, honestly, this is probably TMI, but we're having a get to know you moment, right? I can remember being in the hospital having a miscarriage and being on Twitter looking at the timeline from the show that it was on during that time, right? And that's what I mean when I say consistent. Like, yes, it comes on every week, but it's always there for you when you need it. Like a good
Yeah.
friend. So yeah, it's a good pick me up. That is
Like I had a
my
yeah, like I had a tough Monday, but I know Monday Night Raw is gonna
same,
I'm
same.
gonna see some
Exactly.
tomfoolery on there. Ash,
Mhm.
what about you?
So for me, what really gravitated me to wrestling is the storytelling. That's what keeps me hooked. That's what keeps me going back week to week. I feel like I really gravitated towards the stories and still do. That's something that, especially around characters that are very very interesting, around characters that you want to see win, because that's another really great thing about wrestling is like you get to see these people week to week, so you really get to see these people grow, and in that's a story in of itself. So there's something really beautiful about the storytelling in wrestling for me.
I agree. It is something beautiful about the storytelling. KB, what about you? What's your favorite thing about professional wrestling?
The inspiration. And when I say what the
Mm,
inspiration is,
that's a good
when
one.
when you don't have when you look up to people, you look at the characters, you look at the creativity, you look at um just the confidence of being able to do stuff in front of millions and millions of people. And like I said, the inspiration, creativity, like the characters, the what they wear, it it just helps you to like build confidence and be yourself.
I love that answer. The inspiration. I love that answer. I'm going to answer as well. For me, it is the silliness of it. Like it is and the artistry and the silliness, because it is art. If you think about it, we're really watching a play. As someone like me, like I love action movies, I love action, kung fu, I love fight scenes and things like that. So with wrestling, I get all of that on a consistent basis, like you said, with the storytelling, Ash, or like you said, KB, with the inspiration. It's so amazing to see that these people put in all this work. You lift all these weights, you do these flips, you do these tricks to put on a show for us. And I love that. And it's so absolutely ridiculous because we watch grown men fake fight each other over made up issues. And like Gary said, the consistency of it. Like, I know on Monday we're gonna continue this storyline. Like, I know Undertaker and Kane are brothers that have a blood feud going on, but the only way to solve it is by winning the WWF title. That's the only way. I love the absolute silliness of it, and we'll get into like how it kind of saved my life in a little bit. Flipping in that, but the pure art and just ridiculousness of this thing we love.
It's like a soap opera.
It is.
Yeah.
With
Very
fighting.
episodic.
All right, Ash, you got any questions for the group? Anybody?
So I want to ask a fun, like, general question. What was everyone's top artist on Spotify Wrapped? Spotify Wrapped, Apple, whichever is your poison.
That's a good one.
So mine is kind of, I'm gonna give y'all two, and I'm gonna explain why.
Okay.
My top artist was Bluey, because I have a child. And we listen to Bluey in the car. That is why Bluey goes like triple platinum in my house every single day. So my number two was actually Lotto.
She's my
Not surprised.
She's my top. Yeah, she's my top artist this year.
Lotto.
Mine was
The
Megan Thee
album.
Stallion. Of course.
That's right.
That's right.
Sounds about right.
Okay, who was your top artist?
Megan and Glow. Of course.
Yeah, come on.
I became a Glow fan after seeing her live with Megan. Because I only knew like the main songs from when she performed, and like, oh, I like this. So I just started listening to her albums, and then this last one was amazing. I feel like this is her year for sure.
Yeah, Glory.
It really is. Like Megan
Glorious
and
is
Glow
a great
really
album.
Megan and Glow held it down this year. Like the
They
women
did.
really held it down. The men over there fighting. The women really held it down.
Yeah, like, literally. Yeah, literally.
Like the men were like, yeah.
Listen, Super Bowl issues, Drake and Kendrick issues. Like, yeah, the men are definitely fighting.
And the women just over there like, I'm bad.
Yeah,
So that's
I'm
actually
about
why,
to drop this album.
you know, Megan Thee Stallion is my spirit animal. I feel like
I mean,
she writes her music for me.
Probably.
I feel like she knows. Like there's some girl in Baltimore right now that can relate to this.
That is feeling what I'm feeling right now.
Girl, Rihanna just embody exactly how I feel about life.
Yeah, for me that was Lotto this year. Like that Lotto
Mhm.
album.
It's flawless. Like it's no skips on that entire
notes.
album.
No.
Like
Yeah, no notes.
flawless
Yeah.
album.
Go to gym album as well.
Yes.
I love her
Yes.
cadence. I love her accent. That makes everything better. Her accent just makes everything better.
Yes.
And I remember
And the
watching
fact that
her
she
on the
sings-
rap game. So like, yes. Like I love her.
Throwback.
Yes.
Throwback.
Throwback.
Come on after the Dancing Dolls. I used to watch me some Dancing Dolls.
Oh, I love it. Only the baddest
Oh, she
heifers
needs some
on the floor.
No,
On the floor.
Iconic.
I loved me some DD4L, baby. I was there in the lives when they had the drama. When the mamas was trying to come for Coach D, I was on the lives commenting, like, baby. Yes, I remember a lot of from the rap game.
Dope. That is too funny.
Hey, who wants to go next with their question?
I got a question. All right,
Okay.
so my question is for everybody. What is one goal you have for 2025? And it can be personal, it could be towards your content, it could just be one goal that you have for 2025.
I'll go first. I've been in college. I'm a perpetual student. I have been trying to earn my degree. I graduated in 2010, just for, get to know me. I have graduated in 2010 and I have been pursuing my degree ever since then. I had some breaks in between, got a job, started my career, and now I'm going back to school to further that. So my goal this year is to go back to school, which will be happening. And my goal is to get straight B's. Now, I'm going to aim for A's. We're going to aim for A's, but I also work full time. I work 2 jobs. So I'm going to give myself a little grace.
Yes.
So that is one of my biggest goals for 2025.
Listen, C's get degrees too, baby. Like, I'm not saying we're trying to get C's. But I have to constantly remind myself in undergrad that, baby, C's get degrees. Like, you don't need all C's. Like, you need to go higher. But, like, for some of the math classes, baby, that C got that degree.
Yeah.
You're out of grad school. Because C's will get you, like, moved out of grad school. Whole other conversation of the day. But a C will get you a bachelor's.
Okay.
All right, Ash, what is your goal for 2025? Or one of them?
So one of them, I think for me this year is really just, I feel like this past year I went on a very big journey of kind of just like rediscovering myself, kind of refinding my style, and also just kind of being comfortable in my own skin again. And I feel like I've achieved that. But I feel like obviously not one of the last steps, because self-love and that whole entire journey is never ending as long as you're alive. Love that. But probably for me, my biggest goal for 2025 is self-validation. Like really pouring into myself, not really needing. Obviously, I'm someone who loves second opinions, but I really want to be able to just put something on and feel like, yes, like I feel really, really good in that, and not have to like go up to my husband, Joe, and be like, do you like this? Like, should I take this off? Like just really, really pouring more into myself and being the most confident version of myself this year.
Thank you. That is
hi, puppy.
That is a big one.
Puppy. Whoever puppy just parked me. Hi, puppy.
It's Chibi.
Oh, please. It's me.
She said, period, mama. Yeah, she said, period, mama.
That's on that.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I've been telling her.
Literally.
KB, what is one of your goals, my love?
One of my goals is to be disciplined and consistent. Like I have all these goals, I have all these things, and I can start on it, but I will never finish. So it's just like to be consistent and to be disciplined. Like Ashley taught me this. You can be motivated, but it's not being disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
So, you definitely like when the motivation is not there, you won't. I mean, when the motivation is not there, you have to be disciplined in order to, get the job done. So that's my goal, is to be more disciplined so I could actually knock these things out. And I've been working on being a perfectionist, not being a perfectionist, actually. Like my therapist helped me with that, and it works so far, but it's like heighten it up some more next year.
So my goal there. Sorry.
No, I was saying I definitely understand that. That's all. I was done.
Yeah.
So that's actually my goal as well, is to be more disciplined in 2025. I am a person that KB mentioned, like I'll start projects, I'll start things, and then I'll be like, I won't do it no more. Right. And that's fine. You can do that. But like, I'm bad at it. Like really, really bad at it. So like I'm trying to get better at being more consistent. In general, making sure that like I have all these great ideas and things that I want to do. It's just a matter of like execution. So like I'm trying to nail down more execution in 2025. I'm very random. Like I need to learn the balance of like planning and being spontaneous, right? So like I have a list of ideas that I want to do. And then like Friday morning, I woke up and was like, I have a rant on my heart. And did a whole video that was not at all on my list, right? Did a whole clip, did a whole YouTube video, and it was like, which is fine, right? Like it's fine. Nice. And then like I have to also like work on the art of comparison. I think that I often compare myself to these big influencers that have like all of these views and all of these likes and all of these things. And it's like I have to kind of keep in mind that in a transparent moment, I have 500 Instagram followers. So for me to get 1,000 views on a video is really good because I only have 500 followers, right? So like I have to kind of keep those things in mind and like not compare myself to like the King Coley's, shout out to him, who's getting like 40,000 views and all of these things. Like me and him are in two different lanes. So like I have to like kind of temper myself and be like, that's great because you only have 500 followers. You're getting 1,000 views on the video. Excuse my voice is going in and out. That's great for where I'm at. Obviously, you want to grow, you want to get better, you want to do these things. But like the art of comparison, I'm really trying to like work on that and discipline in 2025.
Yeah, I always say comparison is the thief of joy, so I try not to compare.
Absolutely. And it's not even like I try to compare. I think it's more of a natural thing. Like you naturally look at these things because you're kind of right. And then sometimes it can be discouraging because like you did get 1,000 views, but you're like, damn, I could have got 1,500. It's like, no, girl, be happy that you got 1,000 because you only got 500 followers. You know what I mean? Like temper it down.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta be good where you at now.
For sure.
100%.
I definitely felt that because I did have a video that I guess went semi-viral, like my Mankind video, and it had like 47 views, and it was like, oh, but I only had like 3,700 likes. But I was like, that's almost 4,000 people that you don't know.
Yeah.
Liking your video, and I do want to take time to like give you your flowers as well, Gabii, because you haven't been doing this so long, and the support you've garnered, the attention that you've garnered, the content that you've done by far is not that bigger than some of these bigger YouTubers. It is, but
yeah,
it really is. And
Thank
to
you.
do
I
it
appreciate
so
it.
quick, you were like, I'm gonna do this, and then you just went and you did it.
Love that.
And you're doing it extremely well. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, like all of us. I feel like everyone here has really upped their content game. I feel like I need to work on mine, but I feel like everyone here has definitely upped their content game. Like me filming videos in front of a camera, talking about December to Dismember. I would have never done that if I hadn't met you guys, or like like the NXT countdowns, like the diva dives. Like I just feel like we've all done. Bless you.
Bless you.
We've all we've all expanded, but like I said, Gabii, I definitely want to give you your flowers as well because you found your niche, you found your market, and you were like, "All right, do this. Vroom, I'm off."
Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
KB, what you got for me, girl?
My questions are random. So my first question: pancakes, waffles, or French toast?
Ooh,
French toast.
Waffles.
Waffles. You can't go wrong with waffles anywhere. I feel like you can mess up a French toast and a pancake anywhere. So it's like
true.
Salad.
I have a thing about soggy bread. So like I feel like if the distribution of the syrup is all wrong, I feel like it's very easy to mess up a French toast sometimes. So but a waffle, it's impossible to mess up a waffle, you know? Like you just pop that in there.
You cannot mess up a waffle at all anywhere.
That is very, very true. You cannot mess up a waffle. I don't like pancakes because it turns into, I eat slow, so by the time I finish eating, it turns into like this weird,
it's too soggy
paste. Yes.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty had an episode where they were talking about their pancakes being cold, and I was like, yes, Rick, that's exactly how they turn into a weird paste. like a weird.
Felt validated.
Me, I feel like my French toast, I toast the bread first. That's a trick, and you use a thick bread.
I was gonna say if you get some Texas toast, baby.
Oh,
my French toast gotta be crunchy. It cannot be soft. I just do not like. I will not eat French toast if I don't have to.
That's real.
I love that. I love that for you.
So enjoy. Give me my waffle with my chicken.
Ooh, chicken and waffles, yeah.
That's what we had this morning. We had a bunch of chicken left over from last night, Reese.
yes.
We were like, waffles. Yes.
And yes.
Yes.
Time to use
my
it.
God.
Yes. Oh, I didn't get any cake.
It's cool. I'll make you one. No worries.
Oh, yay.
I got you.
I was like, dang, I ain't get no cake.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right. So I have one question. It's kind of gonna go back into and probably expand upon my earlier question about what's your favorite thing about pro wrestling. How has pro wrestling helped your mental health? Ash, you want to go first?
Sure. So I obviously didn't get into wrestling until later in my life, but when I started watching during the pandemic, I obviously was very much attached to the content. But I feel like during 2022, I went through a lot of traumatic experiences, unfortunately. And wrestling kind of was just like what you were saying earlier, Gabii, like that constant. It was something that I constantly had that I could just fall into. And the great thing about it is like what I always tell people who don't really know where to start, it's just like pick a character, pick a storyline, and just go. It's literally a rabbit hole. Like you can spend hours upon hours upon hours if you wanted to watching wrestling. So in that, it definitely has been like a big comfort for me. It has been something that's been like a constant, which some normalcy during times when life did not feel normal at all. So
That pandemic. Whew. Gabii?
I would say that wrestling has definitely improved my mental health because, like I said, it's one thing that's constant no matter what. Like, I will always, even if I can't watch it, I will tweet watch it. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Like, you know what I mean? When you hop on Twitter and you're just scrolling trying to get the updates. So I would say that like it's definitely helped. Like you've had your moments where like you're literally laying in bed and you're just like, I don't want to do things, but I have my phone in front of me, right? So like I'm gonna tweet watch or I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna put on the app from my phone or my iPad. Like yeah, definitely. Wrestling has gotten through some rough moments.
Oh, for sure. KB?
I can say the same. It just takes my mind off of things. I also tweet watch or Instagram watch, so I can tweet. I mean Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. The updates are posted faster on there before it get posted on Instagram. But yeah, it's just like a escape from the reality for me.
For sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I do know as someone who struggled with that mental health, like 2023 was one of the hardest years I've ever had to go through. The end of 2022 really sucked for me. Like, and so did 2020. So 2020 and the end of 2022 going into 2023, like were some of my worst years because I was grieving, broken heart, all this, fun stuff. But like you said, the consistent was wrestling. And I got more and more. And so I was already on like wrestling Twitter and, part of the IWC and things like that. But 2023 is really when I wanted to start taking it seriously. And then I met you guys. And it's so funny because it's like I have amazing home friends. I have amazing friends that are very supportive. But it's different. It's like they can they're
100%.
like, yay, John Cena. I don't know why we happy, but yay.
But then like you do
We
have
know you love
friends
it.
who don't does it who do you have friends who do like wrestling or just like it a little bit, but it's like with you guys, let's go here or let's
let's do something.
I can randomly be like, hey, remember the episode with Reese, especially with WCW? I'd be like, hey girl, remember Jericho versus whatever? And she's like, yes, I do know that. Whereas my friend would be like, bitch, no, I don't know what she's talking about.
Like,
Like,
which one is
Jericho?
Yeah, literally.
The racist? That relax. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's like, well, yes, but
that was before we knew. Okay.
Bring it back in. That's a whole different Jericho. Like what? Like girl, okay, never mind.
Listen,
I'm done.
Y2J is not the same thing. Like Christopher Irvine is not Y2J. Please.
Hello.
Christopher Irvine is not Y2J. I don't know who that man is. That's like the same thing with Kane. I don't know who that man is.
Listen.
we don't know Glenn Jacobs. We know Kane.
Yeah. Period.
Can't be him. Like it, yeah. but in a really, really dark time, I found my tribe. And it's like I going to wrestling events consistently, like going to Mania. Like a lot of that stuff I had to either go to one of my friends or just nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to like so I would go to events in Baltimore by myself, like and like and then I found some friends in Baltimore that watch wrestling, but then it was schedules. So
Absolutely. Yeah. I was starting to go to stuff by myself. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want to miss out this opportunity because I didn't have anyone to go with. So,
Right.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. So I'm just happy that I got to. I mean, it's like now making wrestling content, and it's like, wow, a podcast. I've always been talking for years about doing this.
never thought I'd be doing this.
Yeah. But that's how I just kind of help my mental health because it's if I'm in bed staring at the wall, like I don't want to move. I'm like, well, let me turn on NXT Take Over Chicago and watch
Yep.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you're feeling that day, that's the beauty of it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
All right. I have questions for individuals this time.
Okay.
KB, you up first.
Uh-oh.
Guys, this is I love you. I love you before I this is like my my HPK to Ric Flair. I love you. So I got niggas to you.
Oh my God.
I need
What
you
is
to
it?
pick between Lita and Liv.
What?
I love you. I love you.
Yeah,
I love
the
you.
kick to Ric Flair just literally just happened.
Dang.
Dang. Dang.
I love you.
Oh my God. You know I don't play about Liv, but Lita has been there since the beginning. This is the hardest question I have ever asked in life.
I love you though, but you gotta answer. I'm gonna put you on the clock in about
This is a
10
great.
seconds.
It's a
So
great question. This is a great
You know, you have
question.
30 minutes.
Lita. And I say
okay.
Lita because Lita inspired Liv. If there was no Lita, it wouldn't be a
That's
Liv.
true.
And I
I like
feel
that.
like, yeah, I feel like, I think with Lita being one of Liv inspirations, like I said, it wouldn't be a Liv without Lita. So definitely Lita. Like Lita, like I said earlier, inspiration. Lita came out. She wasn't a typical diva. She didn't. I mean, she did wear sexy outfits, but she wore the baggy pants, and she was like, "My sexiness is this thong that y'all gonna see." And I wore a thong in high school to see it, so I will see it. Like everybody else, like for real. Like
A canon event.
We not interfere.
but yeah, if I had to choose, it would be Leah.
Okay.
All right. Reese, you up.
Oh no. I'm
I gotta
scared.
give
If that was
myself
that question,
that
I'm
one.
really scared.
Oh no, I just making out KB. Your question's not that hard. I just want to mess with KB.
All
She need a hard one.
Okay, I'll think of a hard one for her. Okay, relax.
Oh no.
Nothing's wrong though. Reese, what is your favorite John Cena match? Okay, that is kind of a hard one for you though, to be fair.
Okay. It's gonna be a little controversial,
Uh-oh.
and it's because he was involved. But it is the triple threat from the Rumble: Brock, Seth, and him.
Okay,
That
that's
is
fair.
probably my favorite.
Okay.
And then second has to be his I Quit match with JBL.
Okay. I need
Oh,
y'all
that was kind of hard.
I know,
like,
you're
"Ooh,
welcome.
hold on."
All right, maybe I do have hard questions for you. And I got another hard. This one's gonna be hard for Ash.
Uh-oh.
Whose celebrity closet would you raid?
Ooh.
Ooh. Wow.
Ooh.
I'm swinging on my solo round, baby.
Oh, that's a great question. You want to know something? I would love to, like, I want to live in Zendaya's closet. Like, that's my dream. Like, her archival vintage pieces, like the stuff that, like, maybe Law. Maybe actually Law Roach. Maybe I'll say Law Roach because apparently like the lore is that Law Roach, yeah, he has a crazy huge like temperature controlled room that's just filled with archival vintage pieces from like the 50s and up.
That
Like,
he can get you. He can get you whatever you want. I mean, he was able to get the Mugler suit for Zendaya. Like whatever you want, he can probably get it for you too.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, bow down!" Like that's an archival pull. Yeah, like that is, you win. You win. Like
his book is on my list for sure.
Definitely recommended.
Yes, he dropped some gems too. Like,
yes,
let's change subject. But when he said, "If someone says no, it's always a no."
Yep, 100%.
Some of the best advice.
Yeah. Sometimes
and
that
he meant
no,
it.
and sometimes that no, God is protecting you from something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a no is not always a negative outlook, which is something that I really took from that book as well.
I always say no means next opportunity, or you're asking the wrong question or asking the wrong person.
Yep. Period. That was a good one.
That was good. That was really good.
I got y'all.
She came out swinging. Okay.
All
right. I also have individualized questions.
Okay.
Wait, did we all ask questions yet for the second round?
We're just going random at this point. We're kind of just going random.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just freestyling. My bad, y'all.
All good. All good.
Great. Ash.
Yes.
This is a personal question.
Okay.
How did you meet Joe?
Oh, okay. So funny enough, I actually met my husband at my job. We used to work together.
Were you the manager?
Which is no, I was not the manager. I actually came in as a part-timer and he was a full-timer. So a little bit now that it's passed, I can kind of say it. But when we went into the pandemic era, he actually was the manager of the store first. He got that position first. And we were already dating. Like we had already been dating like probably like well into like 6-7 months. So we had to keep it completely under wraps that we were dating. And then when we got engaged, I just called one of the store managers and was like, yeah, I don't think that I can work here anymore because Joe and I are engaged. And everyone was like, what? People in the store would always like kind of like tease us and be like, you guys are definitely together, because we would always like sit down at the tables and like eat lunch, or like he would order me lunch and stuff like that. And it's like, you don't do that for just a regular old coworker. Yeah. You don't do that for any just regular old coworker. So people were on to us, but yeah, work is where we met.
That's funny.
Little piece of lore.
We love that. We love lore. All right. Gabii, what is your comfort show? What is a show that you can watch over and over and over again?
Bob's Burgers.
It's on right now.
Bob's Burgers is like my I'm sleepy, like I need to like kind of like get the day off of me type show. That is like my comfort sleep show. But like my comfort show, like if no one's around, okay, so like if it's just me, like the boys are gone, I'm home alone, like I'm chilling, I got on my hoodie, my ice cream. Love After Lockup. Ooh. I love me some Love After Lockup, like, but it's got to be like the OG seasons. Like these new seasons aren't really giving it to me. Maybe this new season came kind of promising, I guess. They got like a new love triangle, like a new Sarah, Michael, Brittany type thing going. But I got to go back to like season 1 where like you had OG Sarah and Michael from Flint. Like I need like, yes, that is my show.
I'm intrigued.
I love it.
I'm intrigued.
I love that.
My dad has been trying to get me to watch Love It. My mom, dad, all of them all watch it. My bonus mom, my stepdad, they all watch it. Like
I love that show. And it's to the point where like I have a group chat with 2 of my homegirls where we'll just like go back and forth with theories. And I found it during the pandemic, and like I immediately was like, I have to go watch like everything now. That and like 90 Day Fiance, love that one too. Like there's like I love a good trashy TV that makes me feel better about my life, and I'd be like, you know what, I'm having a really bad day, but you know what, it's not as bad as this lady who's being milked for all her money and who's nigga in prison. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it humbles you. It'd be like, okay, you
It
know,
could
maybe
be
my life
worse,
isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It could be
Michael.
worse.
Could be
I
Every time I
could
think of 90
be
Day
dating a
Fiancé.
man.
Michael.
I could be, girl. He finally left her. He got to the States and then dipped.
I know he ran away.
He ran away. I'm so happy for him. But like, that is my
That
judgment free. That is my judgment free.
not run away.
No,
Oh, she was the worst. He needed to run
She
away.
had
Like
a
he
full
used her to
Trump
get the
suit.
visa.
Damn.
Girl,
Oh,
we'll have an
damn.
offline conversation about that. We'll have an offline convo about that. But like, yes, like he needed to get here and then he needed to run because she was and is like scum of the earth. Like think MJF times like 45. Scum of the
Oh,
earth.
damn. So that's just pure evil. Like pure evil walking around.
Legit.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's still being generous. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
that's still being.
Wow.
See, Reese gets it. Reese gets it.
Damn. Damn. Let me find out I gotta tap in to 90 Day Fiance.
All I
Right.
know, she tried to make her daughter have a baby for them. Listen,
Yeah.
By transfer, right?
I don't know.
That's sinister.
Okay.
I would hope so.
I would hope so too.
Yeah. Oh my
But she's
God.
like a person who like she was like found in like old episodes of like not Jeffrey of Springer. She was on like old episodes of like Jenny Jones.
Oh,
like
she's like one of those who's like always been trying to get
She's a-
famous.
she's a chronic like I'm trying to catch a dollar. Her daughter was in jail for like talking to cupcakes. If you don't know what a cupcake is, use your imagination. And who eats cupcakes? Like,
Ooh.
yeah, that's the thing. I'll put it in the chat later. Don't worry about it. I got you. Moving on.
Oh,
Next question to the next
damn.
person. We're going to move on from this conversation. We're going to move on now.
Okay.
Cheers.
Damn. I'm like, how low does the iceberg for 90
Girl,
Day
it's in
Fiance
the bars
go?
in hell. The bars in hell. The bars in hell.
We could be here. We could literally be here all day.
Oh, damn.
We could literally be here all day. All right. KB.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna ask you. I promise. She's like, I'm traumatized.
My bad.
If you were on a reality TV show,
Oh Lord.
what reality show would you be on?
And it can't be Total Divas. I feel like that's an easy answer.
That
Like,
didn't even pop in my head. Honestly,
Okay,
I would have loved to be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Ooh, baby. I would have loved to been on New York. I would have loved to been on New York. I feel you.
New York is classic.
Listen, Tia Marie, who else was on Hollywood from Detroit? I think
Tierra Marie, LaBrittany, yep.
Yeah, Detroit represent. And I'm like, oh, we about to fight Ray J. I'll be that friend. We about to fight Ray J. Okay. But I hate Fizz. We about to fight Ray J.
Oh, this is girl, little fizzle pop and Monique.
Monique grabbed that girl though. I was like,
She's like, did not tell me.
Fizzle pop no.
Like, you can have
I
it.
like Monique. I liked her.
I liked her too.
I'm done.
Same. I was. It became a point where I was like, "Am I crazy?" Because I don't think she's that wrong.
Right.
Am I the drama?
I think Fizz was gaslighting her at some points.
Oh no, he definitely was. So was Rich Dallas. Yes, they all were.
Rich Dallas is crazy. It's like when she told that girl, like, didn't I tell you? I'm like, well, she did tell her.
Hey, you big and bad till you had your hair pulled, and she said, "No."
Yep.
What did Ava from Abbott Elementary say? The key to not getting your ass beat is knowing when somebody can beat you.
can beat your ass. Yeah.
So you can answer that already.
Bible.
Well, I would have
That's incredible.
felt that.
That's incredible. You got to use discernment sometimes. For real.
All right, that's what you got for us.
Okay, so I'm going to do some individualized questions. So, Reese, first question for you.
Okay.
What game are you most excited to play on your new gaming channel?
I'm Spoiler alert.
We'll link it. We will link it in the description.
Spoiler alert. Reese plays games. Um,
Coming soon.
actually, I was gonna do a sim series. I am gonna do a sim series, but I'm most excited to do a replay of Zelda Breath of the Wild because I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna start a whole new game.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try to play Zelda Breath of the Wild to 100%, which means like completing all the
Ooh.
side quests. I want to complete all the DLC before I get to Ganon. This is a real sneak peek. Those are the goals of the game. And I want to be able to collect all 900 Korok seeds. So y'all
Girl,
pray for me.
Damn. Oh damn! I
Baby.
just restarted Breath of the Wild, so I'm right there with
Everything.
are yours.
You know, Zelda is that I took off for Tears of the Kingdom.
So cute.
You
I
have
took
to.
off when it came out. I took off.
It's that serious. It's that
It's that
serious.
serious. It's that serious. An open world Zelda game.
Love it.
I know
Love
this is
it. Great.
controversial, but Zelda Breath of the Wild is my favorite Zelda game. I know. I feel like
It's a
people
good
are gonna yell
game.
at me. People are gonna yell at me
No,
in the
they shouldn't.
comments.
They should not.
Ooh. It's such a good game.
is.
It's such a good game. Like, I'm with you on that. I was able to just pick it up and start playing.
Mhm.
All right. Moving on. Next question is for KB. What's your favorite Divas era moment?
Ooh.
If you have to pick one.
That's a hard one.
I did miss a lot of the Divas era, but from what I paid
Okay.
attention to, let's see. If I could really go back to a Divas era moment, it definitely would be. It'll be later on down the Divas era when Nikki and Brie rebelled with Paige and Emma to just do the one move, and it led to give Divas a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic. That's fair.
Absolutely.
Love that. All right. And then Gabii, for you, I know because we have a shared love of designer things, fashion. So I wanted to ask you, what is your current favorite piece of designer that you own?
Oh my goodness.
What's your current baby?
I think it'd be easier for me to say Chanel because like everyone loves Chanel. However, I am going to hit you off something different. I would say my favorite piece of luxury would be my engagement ring, and I'm not wearing it. Sorry, I don't wear it around the house because I have a kid. However, my engagement ring is a funny story behind it. So I moved to Maryland after knowing Brian for like 20 minutes. I met him in February, and I moved to Maryland in like August. When you know, right?
Mhm.
And I moved. I wanted to be engaged before I moved, right? So like he knew this, but like I just didn't want it. I don't know. It didn't happen. Obviously, didn't happen. Because we're adults and we don't have to follow like this old school like you gotta be married
Mhm.
before you move thing, right?
Of
But like
course.
I made some smart ass off canon comment and was like, I want a carrot every year that I activate. And he was like, okay, whatever. And then by the time that we got engaged, we were together for 2.5 years, and I have a 2.5 solitary diamond. So
Yeah.
He did good.
Yeah.
they're good. And so the funny thing about my ring as well is that we had like knew each other for a while, indirectly in random circles. Like he had been following me on socials for years, same vice versa. And like, when you're high school, I'm not high school, you're in college, you're just posting things. And like I posted a picture of like this engagement ring that I allegedly wanted at the time. And at the time, like I went back and like archived the post because like we're adults now. Why am I posting this thing? And apparently like he saw this post from years. And I will show you all in my archive. It's pretty much the ring that I posted like many, many years ago. It's the ring that I said I wanted, and that's the ring that I got.
That's so romantic.
That's cute.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
that's beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, he did good, y'all. He did good.
Yeah. He ate that. He
So
ate
yeah,
cheese.
I would have to say that like
Yeah.
it's easier for me to like name one of the bags or like name some of the stuff that I have in my closet, but I'm gonna have to go with the thought and effort and energy that he put into my engagement ring.
That's so beautiful. I love that.
So beautiful. I love that. I do love that. Wow.
You
Hey,
did good,
Kibby,
B.
you
You did
good.
good.
Hey, Kibby, what you got for us?
So I have another food question.
Okay.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry, Katie?
Yeah, but I didn't want to see. I feel like a food questions. Okay, here's a fun fact. I was going to be a foodie, but I discovered my allergy. So that
Aw.
foodie go just left the table.
It didn't stop Keith Lee
Mm.
though. It hasn't stopped Keith Lee, so you should
Ooh,
revisit that.
true.
What are you allergic to?
Shellfish.
Shellfish.
Oh, shellfish.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his wife eats all the seafood that they
shellfish.
go to. His wife does it for him. His assistant, which is I think him and family member of theirs. But yeah, it didn't stop Keith Lee, girl.
Do he?
Give it
So
to
he?
that.
I hope he don't because well, allergies are different. Not everybody can get affected by smelling it because I can't.
Oh
Breathe
no,
the same.
he's a deep one. Like he can't be around it at all. Like he got into an issue once where he actually almost ate some food that was like cross contaminated. Luckily, he caught it or somebody caught it or something like that. But yeah, no, it's a thing for him as well.
And then it's so irritating the whole cross contamination thing. Like I could go on a whole rant about having this allergy. It's a struggle. But yeah, I was gonna be a foodie, but my allergy. Well, anyway, my question to everyone is, how do you like your potatoes?
Oh, I'm a potato girly.
See, how,
That's
see, you got
I don't
thinking.
discriminate. I don't discriminate.
Potatoes are a food group. Ooh.
A good
You know-
hash brown, a good French fry, a good mashed potato, a good baked potato,
Yeah.
good hat. You know what I mean? Good latkes. It's your good potato pancake.
Oh
You
yes.
put them in. You wrap them up and put them in the oven, like the gratin, whatever it's called.
Oh,
Ooh,
all right.
Oh yeah, I haven't had that in a minute.
listen.
Yeah, I will say maybe roast. I think I do love a good roasted potato
Mm-hmm.
with my din, some pork chops and roasted potatoes. Okay.
I like that.
Me and russet potatoes, we go together real bad.
For
Yes.
everything. For everything.
We go together real bad. I love a good potato.
French fries. Like that's like probably like when that meme
Yeah.
like a year ago
Pause.
came out.
So we're going to sidebar that one. Who has the best French fries fast food? This is not one of my questions. This is just a sidebar question because we have to answer this. We'll talk about potatoes. Who has the best French fries that are fast food? And keep in mind, they have to be hot because, like, I know some people who's like, for me, Burger King ain't hitting because they never hot. But yeah, it has to be hot.
Even when
and
they hot,
fresh.
they not hot.
Who is correct?
It used to be.
They used to hit. Now they don't.
It used to be KFC potato wedges, but I don't think they have potato wedges no
They
more.
don't make those anymore. They don't make them no
Yeah.
more.
I'm in a
So
potato.
who has?
A part of me wants
Think
to say
about
the Cajun style Popeyes fries. I don't know about y'all, but I love those Cajun style Popeyes fries. Those are like one of my favorites. One of my
Okay,
favorites.
a sleeper. I wouldn't have guessed that. That's a sleeper. Okay.
I'm gonna try those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try those.
You never tried the Cajun style?
Nah,
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
try
you gotta get
Cajun
them.
style.
because I
They're
straight
so
get
good.
mashed potatoes. I'm a mashed potato and baked potato girl.
Oh, that's your side. I see. I got you.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of another one that's pretty solid.
I mean, you can't go wrong with McDonald's fries.
You can't.
Right. But
No
look,
salt, and
Checkers
they
seasoned
definitely-
fries too. I actually
Checkers
buy
and
them by the
McDonald's.
bag full.
True. Same.
I actually get them in the freezer aisle.
Same.
And they actually
Same.
too taste like the Checkers fries. So
That's
valid.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
I'm gonna go with the Checkers seasoned fries.
All right.
That's
All right.
I'm sticking with McDonald's without any salt.
I was gonna say
No
McDonald's,
salt?
no salt. Yes. McDonald's, no
Especially if
salt.
you've been drinking a little bit.
With no salt?
You have
But
to.
that's the
they
trick of-
oversalt them.
They
That's
make
how
them
you get them
fresh.
fresh
Chico.
too. That's how you
That's
get
how
them
you
fresh.
fresh.
Yeah, my people.
That is true. That is how you get them fresh. That is true.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, like even though salt has salt on them, I worked at McDonald's. I can tell you all the trade secrets.
Same. 100%. 100%.
That's
I worked at Checkers. I work at
But at least
Checkers.
they're fresh. At least I worked at Burger King. I was Burger King girl. So let me tell y'all this. I failed a class And my dad was like, "You need to get a job." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "No, no, no. You're not going to get a fun job. You continue to fail classes, you're going to be working at Burger King for the rest of your life. So I'm going to need you to go apply at Burger King." And I worked at Burger King for a summer because I failed a class in college. Never failed a class again. Never did it again. Like, oh no, baby. We're not doing this no more.
No, I gave McDonald's 2 years of my life. I said I'll never work in food again.
I'll never. I would never go back to.
But I made so much money. Listen,
I did not.
Yeah.
for the age, I was 17, 18, like for the age, because I wasn't allowed to
That's
work
good
during high
money.
school.
Yeah.
That's good
I wasn't
money.
allowed to work during high school, so I used to get overtime all the time. I will say this: I'll never get a McDonald's sweet tea ever again.
Is
It's
that
too
tea or is that
sweet.
just it's
The
bad?
sweet tea.
Put that in the chat because we need.
I will. Never again.
We're not gonna expose that because we were trying to get no lawsuits in 2025.
Yeah.
Right. But
I
I will
put it in the
say,
chat later.
I was like,
please.
you know something we don't.
yes. So
Oh,
We're gonna move on. Again, we're not doing lawsuits in 2025. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, no.
We're moving on, kids. We're no lawsuits in 2025. That is one of our goals as well as a podcast to remain lawsuit free. Thank you.
Love. Yes.
Because I will go get on here and be like, McDonald's is the greatest fast food.
It is.
Love McDonald's. Okay.
Hey, Gabby, what you got for us? Y'all know one for us?
All right. KB. This is going to be a hard one, I promise. Well, maybe it might be.
Uh-oh.
What is your favorite merch that is non-custom? Like, what is your favorite wrestling thing that you own that is not something that you made or have had made? I know you make most of your merch. I know that could be a hard question, but like, do you own something like that you just like? If
Honestly,
you died, you would put in your casket. Like
the women's attitude era belt. That was my first belt
Okay.
that I got, and it's just very nostalgic. Like nostalgic. And even when I used to play the wrestling games, I made sure I had that belt. Like that belt, I don't know, it just takes me back.
Okay. Ash. What is the first live event you went to? See, I'm being nice this round. Relax, guys. You already got the hard questions. I'm being nice. What is the first live event you've been to?
I went to a house show in July of 2021. And I think from there, I definitely got the bug because I've been going to an excessive amount of shows ever since.
Reese.
Okay.
What has been your favorite wrestler encounter? Who have you met that just like left a lasting impression on your life?
Oh my goodness. I
Or something
have
that's
so many
fun.
now.
Something fun. Yeah.
Because I have two that stand out because they just happened. And then of course Rhea, Rhea was entertaining because me and KB was like, this is the pose we want to do with you, and she just looked and just picked up KB, so that was unplanned. That wasn't even the original pose we wanted to do.
That was not
So
the
she just,
pose.
like, she literally just was like, okay, and just scooped up KB like she was Philly size. And she was like, now you. I was like, okay, now me. But I will say, because Victoria was amazing. We got a dot from Victoria as well. She was absolutely amazing. She said I smell good. She loved my nose rings. Like, that was fun.
She was not
But
playing
Mick
about
Foley. She was not playing about me. She told me to come back and everything. But Mick Foley, I have to say, because when I went, I had a VHS tape of the 7 Faces of Foley, well, the many Faces of Foley, and he signed it as everyone. He signed it as Cactus Jack. He signed it as Mick. He signed it as Mankind. He signed it as Dude Love. And I got so excited and I left it.
Sis, what?
I
She
left
did.
it. But he remembered me because I had my Mankind mask. He said, if you go leave and put it back on, you can skip the line. I didn't go back. So, but the next day I was like, I was beating myself up about it. I was so sad about it. And I went back and he was like, I remember you. He was like, I can't find it, but I remember you. Here you go. And he signed my Mankind mask for me. He was like, I'll sign this for you. Like, here, I'm gonna give you a picture. Like, I'm really sorry that happened. Like, I really tried to keep it as long as I could. And it was just like, okay, Uncle Mick, you my uncle now. Like, they say never meet your heroes. They say never meet your hero. And I showed him my Mankind. He said I did great. And also before he signed the VHS, there was a little girl that went ahead of me. And this is when I was like, oh yeah, this is my hero. And her dad was like, yeah, he knows Santa. And she asked him, she was like, do you know Santa Claus? He said, I do know Santa Claus. Would you like to go? You want to call Santa? And he filmed a video with this little girl, like saying, hey, Santa, I have my friend here. Like, is there anything you want to say to Santa? And she was like, how is that? Like, like, and I'm just like, he did that, like, just because she said, do you know Santa? And it's just like, oh, meet your hero sometimes, guys. Like, so I think that was probably my favorite for sure.
Yeah,
Like, meet your heroes, guys.
that's amazing.
That's
Classic.
cute. I love that.
That's so dope.
He's such a classic. Yeah, he's such a classic. I love him.
Love it. Love it. Hate that habit, but I loved it.
All right. You guys have any more questions?
I do.
Okay.
So, if you were to be a WWE superstar, what would
Ooh.
be your theme song?
I'm on. I've thought about this.
Of course you do.
I've thought about this. It would be Mrs. High by Hailstorm.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Gonna have to Google that
That's
when we
what I
hang
saw.
up. Okay, I figured that.
Like it, I like it.
I'm going with Lotto Sunday Service.
Yeah.
Top of the head.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I'm gonna say "Hard" by Rihanna.
Mm.
Okay.
Have a special entrance, a bunch of military men coming down.
Right.
Cheesy.
Yeah. Right.
I got a sports entertain the people, you know.
You do.
Yeah. I feel like I'll be a manager who just fly as ever. But one thing you're gonna notice is the shoes I wear every night. So my interest will be stilettos by Crown Mob. I've been saying this for years. I have been saying this for years.
I live for that.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love
Shout out
it.
to Tom.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I had so much fun. This was a fun show. This was great. I had so much fun. I got to know a little bit more about you guys. This is fun. It is Christmas time. So,
Yes.
actually, I do have one more question. I know we're going to go a little bit over time, but I do want to ask this. Could you guys see yourself doing a wrestling podcast, even just last year? Like this, like on this level?
No.
Me either.
No.
Mm-mm.
I could, but not really.
I told you I didn't see myself doing this. I knew I wanted to make content. I was pushing myself to make content. And I think you guys pushed me to do the podcast, which I'm very grateful for. But I definitely never seen myself, because I feel like as someone who likes specific people, this is a transparent moment, don't really know much. I'm still learning about people in past, present, indies to this day. But I just feel like as someone who just have a selective interest,
You like who you like.
I like who I like, and I feel like I just didn't have much to say. But this brought out a lot in me. It definitely brought out a lot.
We love that. I think everybody fell through. Everybody was like, "Yeah, let's do it." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Y'all ready? No, okay, no."
We're gonna do it anyway. So
Right, so I just was gonna do YouTube content. I was like, "This works." I didn't think it would be. I always, if I was to do it, it was always gonna be with like another co-host, and it would be a guy. But like to think about 4 women coming together, forging a friendship, and then creating something like special like this. Lipgloss Ladders is very special and dear to my heart. I'm so happy that I met you guys.
Same.
Like, I'm so thankful for you guys this year. It's like, it's so crazy. We have the Rumble will be our year anniversary, our friend anniversary.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a year, and I have forged some of the best relationships of my life with you guys. So I want to say thank you for that.
Aw.
Not you being mushy.
I
Right.
know. I was like,
Don't
oh,
be weird. Don't be weird.
No, because you made me cry last night. Oh
No, where Ashley go?
no.
Ash, come back.
She was like,
Come
no more
back.
emotions. I'm out.
Period.
She was like,
I ain't
we're
got
not,
time for
I don't cry on camera.
Like, you hoes are sappy. So if
Well, in
we
the
can,
meantime, this has been a very fun time.
it is.
We hope to see you all in 2025. We plan on growing. We plan on doing more things. We plan on, kind of just having some more fun. And we appreciate you all rocking with us. So yeah, in the meantime, Reese, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Genius. Am I pointing the right? I never point right.
Yes. There
Genius
you go.
Re.
So this is
find
my
me
left hand pointing.
You can
Yeah.
find me at Genius Re. On Instagram, you can find me at Genius Reese, Reese, on TikTok. And you can now find me at Reese Plays Games X on Instagram. So, Gabii, where can we find you?
You guys can find me at Charm City Gabii with 2 eyes on all socials. You also can find Ashley at Ash_Benny or Benny's Block on Instagram as well. Unfortunately, she got disconnected. Her laptop died. So if she hops back in, we'll add her back in. But in the meantime, that's where you can find Ashley as well.
At KB, we can find you.
You can find me at Meticulous Key, and then soon I will have some individual content coming out as well. That's another goal for 2025. So stay tuned.
Perfect.
And you can find the collective at Lipgloss N Ladders. That's Lipgloss, the letter N Ladders on Instagram, and Lipgloss Ladders on Twitter. We're calling it Twitter.
Right, Twitter.
and, and
Changing it
as
to X.
usual, you guys, right. And as usual, you guys, don't forget to put down that lip gloss and pick up that ladder. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.
We'll see y'all in 2025.